Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with our first version 9.0 of Dawnless Days, or 0.9 I should say. We're not quite at 9, that's for sure. And I think we're about to see an explosion here. I started the recording, I was like, oh boy, I've seen these guys run forward. But the Sappers, clearly, they're not playing today. As they try to blow up this wall here in today's Dawnless Days siege battle. It's great to be back. It's great to be covering some of the replays that have been sent in. You guys have sent in loads, I've seen as well, in both like my Discord and in the Dawnless Days one. So we're gonna have weeks, if not months, of Dawnless Days videos to be going through. As I kind of expected, you guys love it when an update comes out. I've yet to see a replay with Andu and Vale in it. We've got, I would say, none of the update factions in this one, though. Obviously, some of these factions have been altered a little bit. Artillery is actually just firing over like crazy amounts over here. We've got both Dale and also Erebor on the defense here, which is a really nice duo to see. I'm liking that. Big fan of that sort of thing. You know, the Dwarves and the men of Dale historically fight together quite a lot. Well, the Dwarves of Erebor, I should say, and the men of Dale, and they are fighting against a pretty evil duo in Isengard and also Mordor as well, so this should be a very, very spicy fight to see how this one goes down. Numbers are not at all with the defenders. Look at that, 4,700 against 13,000 orcs and urks. That is an insane number, it really is. Erebor axe guards over here. What? These guys now have javies, or I presume like throwing axes? Okay. Very, very interesting. Did not even know that. That's a cool development. Don't know when they were getting it. House of DURINS as well. It now like says on the thing. Oh my gosh. Mod has changed so much. And we've got Gimli over here leading the Dwarves. They are getting shot on the side here. Are the Dwarves as the Uruk there all set up. And they are trying to focus them out. I don't think this is a great place to try and hold this gate over here. They are firing at the two Mordors, so just defending the gate as Mordor tries to send those through. We've got lots of sort of like orc warband here, so yeah, these are like tier 1 units. They're going to be sent in first. They're going to be chaffed. They're going to just, you know, get absolutely chewed up by these elite dwarves, I'd imagine, and even probably the men of Dale. But yeah, they are. Yeah, it looks like Mordor, to be honest, generally is just going for numbers. Look at this, Mordor orc warband. Just, yeah, so many of these guys. It's just a spam of just cheap troops. It might work, you know. We've got Black Shield bodyguards here. We've got some Mordor Orc Warriors, which are an axe unit now, which is a big change. We've got some War Grinders. We have got Mountain Trolls and Olog High here as well. So yeah, we'll have to see how they do. Mountain Trolls hopefully might be a little bit better as well. I feel like they're just a bit trash sometimes. But Isengard's Landing, as you can see over here as well. Not that we can really see them inside these forests, but they are there, I swear. We've got Dunland Tribesmen actually fighting here. Men versus men. Yes, if you're a fan of all things Dawnless Days and Lord of the Rings and want to see more of this sort of content, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment show your support. It really does help out the channel. And it looks like already, these grenadiers apparently have got volleys off. I don't really know where. Doesn't seem like there's been any substantial damage to any units. I'm not really sure how they've used any of their grenades, but they have. They've managed. Over here we've got, who is this as the general? Ravanian Regions. I was going to say, I don't think it's a new general. Lake Town Guards guarding. I didn't think these were still in the... oh yeah, they're still in it, but they're just not a general anymore. I was really confused. I was like, I swear Lake Town Guards I didn't see, but it's because they're not general anymore. Which I don't mind. I don't really think Lake Town Guards ever got brought as general. Oh, that's where they're doing all the damage. That is where they're doing the damage into the Dalian Spear Guards. And that's a nice volley there, actually, from the Grenadiers. Yeah, trying to do as much damage. No wonder we have a lot of focus right now onto these guys. And that's 4 archer units here focusing down that Grenadier. So maybe they have got strengthened, to be honest, potentially here. It looks like also, yeah, artillery just firing to blobs down here. Fiery balls of justice going in. Doing a lot of damage to that Uruk-hai pike. My gosh. Dale just, you know, giving it back as good as it's getting right now as they, yeah, just burn up those guys. I think finally the Grenadiers are out of ammo. No, they're not. They're nearly, but they are also nearly out of men. The Alien Spear Guards are still holding strong as well. They are piking away in there, those boys. They are piking away. Over on this side here. I mean, they've got... Oh, no, I thought they had pole arms on the wall, but they don't have halberds there. I mean, Mordor orcs are going to lose. They just bring in just like so much like trash. And I guess that's the plan, is just to try and overwhelm like that and see if they can win like that. And just find gaps in the line. Erebor Spear Guards here now facing off against hordes of orcs. I mean, it's very atmospheric, I'll admit. It's definitely kind of giving like sort of Lord of the Rings scale. And also just sort of like, there's like a small amount of goodies. And then just so many evil orcs and Uruk. Uruk-hai definitely much better. And it looks like they have... they've brought their like their elite troops. They haven't got any sort of like cheap stuff. They've got some Dunland tribesmen, I mean, going in, and we've got berserkers already going in. Yeah, a fair few Dunland tribesmen, half orc axes as well. But I'd say they're better than the tier 1 orc trash that Mordor is bringing. See how this one goes. We will see if Dale can hold the line. Right now, I think with all the shopping here, their infantry is certainly losing. I mean, if it wasn't also clear, we are on large armies, so I mean, certainly is the case with the forces of evil. I don't know if the forces of good necessarily have more than 20 units each. They might do. They might not. I mean, they're shooting right into the back of these Uruk archers over here. They're shooting right into the back of the halberds here. And they've only killed two wardens. I do think the rampart here is absorbing a lot of the volleys, though. I've got pole arms going in. I'm guessing that's a Morgul Legion. No guards of the teeth being sent in. They're sending in the good lads. They're sending in the good lads. Again, trying to hold this position down here with Iron Guard. Oh, it's going to be tough to get through here. That is going to be one tough cookie to break through. Erebor Axe Warriors holding here. They will just keep eating up on these spears and swords that they keep sending over the walls. These Orc Rabble, they are pathetic to them. Look, I mean, look at the average, like, Erebor Axe Warrior here. I mean, let alone the Iron Guard and like, the Tomb Wardens. These guys are head to toe in, like, steel armor. And these Orcs here barely have any armor. No way they're breaking through. And the Orcs are also given terrible weapons. It's quite funny when you see them in the movies and they have just like random assorted weapons. Don't know. Yeah, a little play that maybe Isengard should be doing. They're engaging a lot over here, which is great. Could they maybe flank around? I don't know. Maybe that street's not accessible. Maybe it's not. But yeah, they're just throwing in a lot of stuff right now. Isengard is not even like trying to rest troops. We've just got a lot of blobbing going on here. Prime for this trebuchet here is Onager. They could actually get just some nice pinpoint shots there. But yeah, it's going okay so far. I feel like for the forces are good. Nothing really caving just yet. Eridimus from veterans being brought forward. I was actually hoping that we were going to see Dale's one shock infantry he can bring, which is literally they can bring an Elven unit now. It's the Vari Wanderers, I think it's called. I think it is a Vari Wanderers. They can bring that now. So they have an Elven unit in their roster. A bit like Dorwinian have elves in their roster. It would be insane to see. Got Mansion Clavers in the front line here. I mean, they are literally setting in all their like best stuff right now, just to farm kills of the Dwarves. Farming them kills. Routing those orcs. Look at that. So many being killed off. I mean, they've lost 400 troops. They killed about, well, 3,000. I was going to say 4,000. We're not quite yet at that number. They've done very well. I don't know if they've got supply barrels. I guess they might have been taken out. So they can't really resupply all the Dalian marksmen that are slowly running out of ammo. If you hadn't realized as well, we're on a new map. I actually can't remember the name of the map, but it is a new map for City Assault. So that's very cool. I quite like it. Quite a big fan of it. Artillery still flying in. What are they aiming at? I'm guessing at these big blobs of archers, yeah. They are probably the best sort of target to go for. But it's a pretty cool settlement. I mean, it's got a nice last stand here. Don't know if we'll get to this, but it just turned into a one choke point sort of situation, which we don't see a lot of anymore. There's multiple ways into most Dawnless Days settlements. But that is going to be a really tough one to break into as the final one. Oh, and this is not looking good. That's not looking good from the Urukai player there. He's done it on both sides, actually, here. Yeah, Isengard's just pulled through Dale there. I guess to get the onagers? I really don't know. Or maybe just to outflank the guys here. But yeah, that is shameful. Shameful stuff. You don't pull through. Yeah, I think also to get these archers try and silence them. But not that they're really doing anything now. They're just kind of stood there actually absorbing shots from the artillery. And they're nearly out of ammo anyway. I mean, best response would now be to bring forward like the general, the Ravanian region general. Just charge these units here. Or send in some of the Dwarven shock infantry. Dale holds on now. He's doing a good job. Like I said, these Southern tribes are not really an issue. I think they now realized and woken up and like, huh? How do these guys get through? I think they're trying to get to the gate. I mean, the spears are losing in the gate. They are dying. Just be patient. Sieges are a long, arduous thing, especially when you're fighting, well, 4,000 dwarves and men of Dale. And one of your players brought trash. It's going to be a long afternoon. Yep, they're just holding the line here, Erebor. It's iron line. Iron. So we are back. Unfortunately, replay did just seem to crash for some reason, which is unfortunate, but we're pretty much back at where we left off. So yeah, the dwarves are holding pretty strong here at the moment. Orcs and orcs are being thrown over the wall still. Uruk archers here out of ammo is not a good sign. Still a lot of ammo on these crossbows. Dwarven Barrack Guard here need to get into the game before they get focused down and killed off. Looks like the Mansion Claimers are also getting ready. So yeah, dwarves have plenty of reserves to this area right now. I mean, Dale is a spear guard here free, and they might need to start sending it the other way because of these pull-throughs that have taken place over here. Like this Urukai infantry and then that one over there. I mean, there is a gap. Yeah, I wouldn't even. I don't know. It's sort of a gap, sort of not. I would have said no. I think there's actually quite a few Dalian troops. Actually, yeah, that's another pull through. I'd say there from the half-orc axis. That is shameful as well. I'm going to see violent guards get sent in to try and sort of put this fire out that's forming here. But yeah, I think the intention is to get these Urukai infantry to surround the gate here, so then the gate is unlocked and they can actually get troops inside. It's not a bad idea. I think actually the Sappers here might be about to try and blow up this wall. They tried this right at the beginning of the video. Still didn't try. Maybe they've remembered their fuses this time or learned how to just light their bomb when they're back. I don't know. I bet they clearly don't get the smartest guys this job. It's definitely the dummies. Well, who's going to miss them? Over here, they've got lots of troops holding this line. I mean, this seems a bit excessive, I actually think, for the good guys. They should not need this many troops here. I'll pull out the air myths from veterans, send them down the line, get them into the fight. Violent Guard's now in there, and immediately starting to win that fight against the half-orc axis. You going to do it? I kind of want to see if they can get it done. It's been a while since we've watched the Sapper animation. I'm probably going to go disappear somewhere else, look at something else, and something else is going to... And then they're going to blow up. I'll look away, and you'll do it, won't you? Well, I'm going to look away. Over on the far side over here, it looks like, yeah, Dwarves holding fine. I mean, they just do, yeah. Dwarves doing Dwarven things here right now. They are just, yeah, cutting through these guys. I mean, right now, you can see the guards the teeth. And just get focused down here with Erebor crossbows. Grim. They probably should get these guys out of here. They're really not achieving a lot right now in that fight. Unfortunately, not Founding. Why was I thinking Founding Guard? Lake Town Guards. Get them forward as well. And the General. They need to try and help with these pull-throughs that have been taking place. They are pulling away more swords and spears from this front over here. Just going to kind of hang around here. I really kind of am feeling like the Sappers are going to do it any minute now. I mean, it seems like he's trying. Whether it's just a problem with the Sappers or the map. I mean, it's a new map. So it might be that the case is an issue there, but we'll see. It seems like he's really struggling. They keep giving a movement order, but don't want to do anything. I mean, he's going to blow up his wall. There's no troops to go through it. Isengard has no more troops. So yeah, that's a bit odd. Unless they have stuff hidden, but I think we should be able to see even the hidden stuff. So yeah, so they're going to blow this up for no real reason. But I guess maybe for the trolls, if we could use the trolls to get in, if the trolls want to come around, and Summons the Eye, because none of the gates have been captured here at all by the bad guys. Numbers-wise, looking at 3,500 against 7,800. They're doing a very good job right now at Dale and Erebor. They are doing a little better though. Well. I don't know. They might be actually okay. I mean, Mordor's still got a lot to throw in, and this is a lot of trash that right now, like Erebor is just chewing through. I would start thinking about sending over troops though. Erebor crossbows maybe could be quite handy over there. It'd certainly bring forward the late time guards because Dale does seem like he's starting to break in a few areas. And there you go, it exploded. We didn't see it really. We saw like the end of it. It slides down. Those poor guys there. The walls have indeed been breached, but like I said, who is there to go through? Some Uruk-hai archers. Great, they didn't need to go through. We might as well just save the Sapper and try to use it actually in, like, trying to blow up, maybe to blow up the gate. Like all the spears in the gate. Look at this scrum. Isengard has actually got his way quite way up here. I hadn't, I guess, really realised that and appreciated that, but yeah, he has scrummed his way up a little bit. But yeah, if they can get like a gate or I don't know, a breakthrough here, they tried it with the pull-throughs. But if they can get a breakthrough here and then just surround the gate, then they're looking good. Looks like, yeah, the Dwarves, Erebus from Veterans should be pulling out. Like this archer here is just being eaten away at. It's got ammo left, it's looking able to use it. Dale he's holding the line for now. Get those pole arms forward though. They could do with, like I said, they could do with being mobilized. Actual bodyguards in this fight now. I mean, one of them's losing, the other one's doing okay for now. They are fighting Manchu claimers. Yeah, it's quite a hard ask. Even if they are the top tier sword, they're not quite that top tier. This is looking good for Mordor though. I think this is mainly because of archers. Barrack Guard are getting focused down. Can't imagine the Warband have killed many of these guys. They're actually getting slaughtered right now by the Dwarves. The Dwarves, yeah, they're like got 12 guys holding this one section here, and after that is crossbows, which to be honest, these crossbows might be able to beat the trash orc warband in melee, but they might if they get sent into melee, that's they're not shooting, which is always a good sign for the attackers. Not even more being thrown in here. I don't know whether pathfinding's an issue, they're just going through the gate, or whether the player is just like, we need to send more in that gate. These halberds must be getting so many kills. They must be farming kills. Same as like on the other side with the Tomb Wardens, they must be getting a lot of kills as well. And they're actually, to be fair, they're out of troops to send in. All regards to teeth, they're dead. They've been focused down by crossbows. The Axe Warriors have, like, throwing axes now. I think it's just crazy. I don't think they needed them either. I don't know if anyone was crying out for that. I mean, I can understand, like, Pelargon Marines and Shipmen having a missile weapon, because they're not as great. They're not great infantry. But Axe Warriors, they're good. They'll get hundreds of kills on their own. They don't need a throwing axe to help with that. I mean, in fairness, I don't know how strong the throwing axe is. I've not seen it yet in action. It might be terrible. It might be really good. Gimli, I think, has been cycle charged into different melees here. I mean, they've still got these Mordor Orc Warriors here, which are now axes, which I don't know if I've already mentioned. Tier 2 as well. I mean, they're heavy as well, so they've had a massive alteration. That unit is entirely different to what it used to be. It used to be a sword unit, it used to be mediums. I think it was Tier 2. A lot of units over here getting routed. These Uruk-hai just getting routed. I mean, I think that they were out of ammo though, so kind of jokes on Erebor for wasting ammo on an arch unit that's just got doing nothing there. So that seems a bit of a waste of ammo. I'd save it for other things like the trolls, which actually are being sent over now. Uruk-hai are getting ready for this breach over here. That could be a problem. That could be the way through for Isengard here. It's actually with the help of Mordor. The Uruks aren't doing it, but they are vastly better than Dale. Infantry. Not that Dale has Urukai. If Dale has Urukai, something's massively gone wrong with this mod.
Yeah, they're holding the line there. I mean, they're still, yeah, plugging away through the breach point. I mean, Dale's Spear Guard's not bad. I mean, this will be they are bringing them forward now, which is good to see. I think this one's got caught by the Urukai infantry. What's quite happened there? Don't know. Late time guards, though, yeah, they're getting ready. They're pulling back the violent guards. They're going to take a few losses doing that. But yeah, they could do getting the other late time guard. I'd probably get into the gate and you could then free up some of these spears and holding the gate for ages without polearm. That's what I would probably start doing. Then you can start shifting the spears down the line, perhaps. Trolls have gone in. I just saw that out of the corner of my eye as I was about to go over to see the dwarves. Trolls are in. Don't know where they're going to go. Maybe around by the gate. These Dalian swords are losing here. There is... For a troll, that's a definite partial gap. They could definitely just sneak through there. I mean, they can just run through units anyway. The trolls, they're massive beasts of war. They don't really... They ignore the whole pathfinding and sort of, you know, like... and just, yeah, going into... I've got crossbows here, though. They could do a lot of damage to these Olokai. So we'll see. But there you go. Olokai gone in. And the polearms are going in. I think that is the counter against the Olokai. You can see there the Founding Guard just arriving in the top of your screen. They're going to set up behind the swords, and they might pike push forward to engage these guys a little bit better. No, I think he's just given them the attack order. That didn't look like it was a set up then pike push. I mean, the trolls are still going to kill a lot of these late town guards. It's kind of what they're designed to do, is to destroy phalanxes. Certainly the late town guards aren't they're pretty good, but they're not the most elite of polearms in the world. That title's probably Founding Guard or Noldorian nobles, maybe one of those. Guards of the Teeth definitely don't feel like they're up there. They certainly were when they originally came in. I feel like they are definitely not as strong now. Dwarves holding here, absolutely fine. Where did the other troll go with the mountain troll? Oh, it's over here in this gate. Oh, it's running into two wardens. Well, that's going to end well. Two wardens and Iron Guard for these. Yeah, poor mountain trolls. I really hope these guys are a bit stronger, but they seem not. They're 6 out of 8 already. I mean, they are running into a lot of spiky spears down there with no support, just going in unsupported, which is always a bad idea. I always feel like support your trolls with infantry, and you've got a good chance of them actually performing quite well. Looks like the Olokai are falling back. They've yet to take a loss, even though they've been shot at a bit by crossbows. I don't know where the crossbows have gone, why they're still not shooting those Olokai. It should be a primary target for them, to be honest. Got missiles firing in here. Urukai. Oh, they're shooting the backs of the Lake Town Guard, I think. That's a good target. That's really well played there from Mordor. Shooting the back of that, trying to support the Olokai. I don't think they've got enough ammo, though, to kill that Lake Town Guard. Might be able to weaken it. And it actually looks like we're going to see airborne crossbows. I think that's going to draw the fire of the airborne crossbows here is to shoot that Urukai. So really the trolls could go back in if they wanted to. They could try again. General for Dale's being shifted over here. What's he doing here? Popping some rallies. Might try a few cycle charges, maybe? Oh, yeah, it looks like he's going to charge the Black Shield Guards here, which are actually winning now. Winning against Airborne Spear Guards. Nope, he's changed his mind again. I thought he was going to go for it. I mean, there's another Airborne Axe Warrior here that's going to be able to just help defeat the Black Shields. Oh, he's going to go for a rear charge. Oh, this is going to be messy. I was going to say, he's going to go for the rear charge here onto these spears, which are fighting crossbows. Crossbows are winning, though. They don't really need to be going in. The Dwarves, it looks like the Dwarves have very little, and they're fighting quite a lot. And that is correct. The Dwarves are so good that they don't need it. They don't need the help. It's now 2,000 against 3,400. That's very viable and very doable for the Dwarves and Dale right now. I don't know if they're going to do it. I know this siege is super close, and it's a really close finish. So we'll have to see whether they can do it. They're going to have to cut down those numbers of the attackers. Oh, they pulled through again. No, there's a gap, actually, I'd say. I'd call that a gap that Isengard is absolutely going through. I thought they pulled through again, but no, they've got it behind the Lake Town Guards, and that is going to be GG on this flank, I think. I think that might be it. Unless these Dalian Spear Guards can set up and they can sort of take over that flank, but they're just weakening the gate defense even more. And actually, the Ravanian region general, he's dashed around the map. He's now going in for a charge down here into the Uruk-hai infantry. I don't know if the Ravanian region's been redone. Kind of. I don't know. I don't think they have. Just been a hot minute since I've seen them. Even still, if this Dalian Spear Guard sets up here, which it is, it's not fully defending the entire gap. There's still very much a gap around these oranges here. The Uruks can just flood through. The Cavs literally hit right now is trying to keep that gap together. Are there reserves? Not really. Dale has a sword over here. It does not need a sword over here. Get that sword back over to that flank and you can try and close that off again. But for now, your general's going to have to risk his life. He's not doing a bad job. He's losing riders over every charge. Yeah, he's down 10 already. We've got crossbows firing. This Dalian sword here, 20 guys. Might as well send them back in. Yeah, the trolls here, they're battering through these spear guards. This is a problem space now for Dale and for Erebor. I would start thinking about falling back. Like, Erebor's doing well, and they're probably thinking we can kill Mordor here with this crazy sort of, like, blob. Like, just mass formation that they've done here. And maybe they can. I mean, look at this. This is just butchering orcs. They're just pinned in this corner. Getting butchered by Barrack Guard and I don't know what all sorts of dwarves are in here. Gimli is probably like counting. He's probably like 104, 105. I've killed so many. When will it end? But yeah, they've fully defeated Mordor there. Mordor is pulling back his trolls that he sent in there. He's got 5 out of 8 of those left. They've got impaled on pikes and polearms and all sorts of things. Servants of the Eye, they're running back. They were maybe going to be a threat, I guess, if they got abandoned that gate. They could just dash in there. But they need to start pulling back stuff from this gate here and getting it back towards the final cap point because there's a long, long way to go to get all the way back here to try and defend that. And to be fair, I think Isengard's going to break through pretty soon. There's big gaps. You can see there, big gaps opening up where Isengard is able to just get troops through. And it has just been an attritional grind. Like, Dale's infantry is not as good as Isengard's. And even though Isengard, they've gone berserk. I didn't realize Orc-hai could do this now. Interesting. That's going to be very interesting to see. Only for a split second it seemed they did it. But they are, in fact, going berserk. And is it because they're getting shot at? Well, it's crossbow shooting, so there can't be fire ammo. So it must be that's the reason. But yeah, Isengard's infantry does better than Dale's, and they have more of it because the attackers. Dale was just kind of, a ticking time bomb. He is, like, unless he gets support from Erebor, which he did a little bit, but if anything, I feel like he was giving more support to Erebor than he was getting him back. He's got some crossbow help and a bit of shock. But yeah, Erebor could have probably done with sending over a couple of units, especially since they've dealt with the gate so effectively. And the wall relatively effectively. They haven't got a lot left. I'll give them that. There's not a lot of them left here. These dormant units aren't doing anything, like the spears and the axes. Get them moving down the line. See if you can either get them back to the final choke point, or I would also probably start getting them like just over to Dale's flank. Spears and swords, killing off these archers. We're going to see Servants of the Eye get dismounted and sent in. I think they are still viable as infantry. I'm not sure. No, not yet tried it myself. I haven't really tried it in the last patch either. But look at this. Dale's finally getting this sword that's been over on this flank. It's been stood there doing nothing. And he's just like going, oh, I could do with that now. Too late, buddy. They're inside. Isengard's in. They've broken through. The trolls have done it. They've managed to break the Dalian Spear Guard here. The General is going to have to try and get out of here. Though I don't know if it's really worth him trying to save himself, because most of his men are going to die here. Late time guards defending the rear of the Aramis from veterans as they make their offensive here. They're actually killing off these Uruk-hai infantry here. The Huskars of Erebor, as I like to call them. They do look very like a Huskar. Big shield on their back.
Nothing remains of this unit now.
Massive Warhammer. Battering away very, very nicely. I think they have actually dealt with that unit. They now have a general to kill him. And if we could get Isengard's general, that would be huge. Don't think they're going to, though. Probably because, well, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. 36. No, probably not. I don't think they got a charge either. Did Erebor? Yeah, he's actually dying pretty quickly. Polearms could turn around and fight him, I guess, but he would just possibly pull out of that fight. And it looks like Pikes and Polearms are going to do their old poke off here. Pikes do have the range of the polearms. I don't even think the polearms can do any damage to the pike unless they pike push themselves. Just standing here, they have the range. They'll just stab them to death and kill that Lake Town Guard. That's a big loss there. Did just see it just disappear. That was a full Erebor crossbow unit with a lot of ammo left. That would be very useful for killing off Uruk-hai, which are now just romping around through the streets here. We also got the Black Riders. Why do I call them the Dark Riders? The Black Riders, so that's a tiny little unit. I mean, I feel like if the Ravanian regions charge that, might be able to overwhelm it. I don't know. I think it's an unbreakable general as well, which is quite a handy asset. You'd hope so with 9 men. Oh, bird there flying on by. Yeah, Mordor's infantry, pretty much all gone. And why is there still troops over here? Get these boys back. They're exhausted. In fairness, I mean, this one is active. Get these guys back. And the crossbows here. They cannot be left here. They cannot be left here. They need to get back to that final cap point. Troll, I don't know what the trolls are doing. Oh, they're running from the javies, from the throwing axes. Let's watch this. Let's watch this animation. They're going to do it? Or they're just going to charge in? Are they going to do it? Yeah, maybe. I think that maybe they're going to restart their charge because they aren't going to javy. Yeah, I think so. I think obviously they want to use their javies, which makes sense. There are only 4 Uruk-hai left. You want to try and kill them. I'm guessing, yeah. There they go, yeah. They throw their axes. That's very cool. They didn't do any damage to that Uruk-hai at all. There you go. That's unfortunate. Maybe they did some HP damage. Who knows? You'd like to hope. Crossbows here, still a little bit of ammo obstructed. They need to be unobstructed and can shoot those Uruk-hai. And actually, there you go. Ravanian region, he's still trying to, I don't know, save the day. You can see the polearms over there. They did their bit. Sorry, the pikes killed the polearms. Polearms did not do their bit. Ravanian region here might need to sacrifice himself just to allow Gimli and other troops to get back. Oh, spears here need to get back. Yeah, Iron Guards. Get them back to the final cap point. They'll hold. Polearms as well. They need to get back. But really, I was going to say, it seems like Evil right now is so much more interested in actually dealing with dwarves here than going for the cap point. Got wargs going in. So yeah, they're rushing to deal with the dwarves at the walls rather than going for the cap point. I mean, there's still going to be some troops defending it. Maybe that's what they're worried about, that they get sandwiched. They'll let those guys just retreat. Numbers-wise, 900 each. Jeez. I did think both sides are looking thin. Obviously, the dwarves never had that many troops. But yeah, 900 for both sides is kind of crazy, especially since they started with pretty much 14,000 troops. There you go. That's Ravanian region general gone. Kind of was expected. He did hold the line for a few moments just to allow some of these dwarves to get back, which is good to see. More importantly, this axe might need to try and save the day. Looks like Uruk-hai infantry are dashing over. The axes might need to try and hold this choke point to allow the polearms to get back. And there is another axe unit that could potentially get back as well. And the crossbows. A lot of dwarves that can get back here. Gimli and the Iron Guard are going to get back, which is something at least. So many dwarves are not getting back though here. One side they've got pikes and infantry, on the other side they've got trolls bashing their heads in. Hold the line for now. I think this is the only fight really going on. Did the axes? No, the axes are safe for now. Pole arms are marching towards the Servants of the Eye. I imagine they're just going to try and outflank them here. So I'd imagine, yeah, we're going to see Urukai infantry flank around, and then the Servants of the Eye will either charge or they'll, I don't know. Yep, they're going to charge. They're indeed going to charge. Oh, there's a lot of riders doing that. Don't know if we've actually looked at the new Servants of the Eye model, by the way. Looks very cool, if you've not seen it. Looks very different to what the current one, the old one was. I'm a big fan of it. I don't think it looks... I think it looks better. Absolutely, actually. Seriously charging into the spears? Oh no, they're charging into the axes over here. I think this might be the only new unit that's in the game. I was really hoping that maybe Dale would bring its shock infantry, but it didn't. It's Elven shock. I think this is the only new unit. Obviously, some of the units are different in the sense of caps. The axes have been baited out here. Whether this is a self-sacrifice to save the pole arms, I don't know. But I mean, the pikes probably will catch the pole. The pikes will catch. The orcs will catch the pole arms, probably. I'd imagine. Terrible halberds over here. How many kills these guys have got? They've been just pulled out of that gate finally. Turn them around, stop poking his warband.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat.
Dwarves could also just kind of just disengage one of these units here and just probably flank the pikes. And maybe the general even. Like both sides have been quite one-dimensional with their attack here. Both have like small units that could just, you know, maybe outflank, maybe route some stuff. Certainly, I don't know if there's any mortal stuff in here still. There's a warg riders, I guess. An orc warband. You just want to try and outflank these guys. That's for sure. Route them quickly, then get the pole arms into the main fight. The pole arms have got back. They fell back, but they were getting picked off, as you can see here. They have been, yeah, just chopped down. These axes here have slowed down the advance, I think. I think the Servants of the Eye did most of the chopping down, and then you can see the Iron Guards here. They kind of cover their retreat, but yeah, those two Moderns are down to 54 troops to hold that line. Wargs are broken over there. I mean, prolonged melee for Wargs, not a great idea. They should have been going in and out. Should have been cycle charging these Dwarves, would have done a lot more damage. Pole arms there are winning against the swords. Holding here for now. We've got the, I think the Black Riders are coming over to do the exact same job that the Warg should be doing. That's cycle charging. Servants of the Eye should also be brought over here as well.
The gates have fallen.
Really, gates.
The enemy advances.
The gates have fallen. Well, hate to break it to you, Dwarves. Might be some more pressing matters right now than the gates falling, because they're in the enemy already. Do not worry. I don't know why they bothered with that. I guess maybe for the archer towers, I don't want them shooting them. That honestly might be the big thing. Black Riders over here, they're going to capture this gate. Well, not this gate, this capture point, this plaza. It's a morale bonus going. It's good move there. Good move. That's big brain plays. Should see, I think they should go and capture this one over here. This watchtower can collapse. It's not a unique one, so it will otherwise just keep shooting at these guys and just taking passive kills from Isengard. And it's fire arrows as well, so it will do morale damage. Archer towers, though they've been nerfed, still a bit of a pain. Oh, the pole arms, they've disengaged. They try to rush the Black Riders here. And it's kind of worked. They killed a couple. Men can't kill Nazguls, but Dwarves don't mind. They can do that. They're no men. They're just short, stubby boys. They're now fully encircled. The 7CI have come over here, and they are now encircling the Dwarves, and most of these guys are losing. The morale won't matter to them, though. They don't give a damn. 500 left on either side. Balance power is so in favor of the Forces of Evil, though. It is just because of the Trolls. Trolls massively influence balance power, if you were unaware of that. So don't be phased by the balance power. Dwarves are not out of it. I mean, it could be if they lose all these guys here, though. There's some relatively healthy units in here, but I mean, they've got the elites back at the point. And it's not like they're going to go down without a fight. They will take quite a few orcs with them. These silver, well not silver, these steel boys.
Enemy units
Trolls
have
being
rallied
brought
and
over as
returned to
well,
the
so
battle.
yeah, I mean, actually, it just kind of dawned on me that all archival died. They actually did all get killed off. I didn't even realize that. There's just the mountain trolls left. Oh, geez, that guy there got absolutely annihilated. Yeah, wavering units at pikes start to go, you know, 25. They're going to need those. I don't think 25 pikes, though, are going to make the big difference of fighting the Tomb Wardens, but you never know. And here we go. I think things are finally starting around. Black Riders and 7th I don't know if they both have Warcry available to them. I know 7th I used to. I haven't played this enough of this new patch to remember. They still have Warcry, and just pop that, just route these guys really quickly. Yeah, morale -5. I'm going to guess that has something to do with Warcry being popped on them. That might now finally get rid of the Trolls. You can see trying to run down these halberds, trying to get rid of them, isolate them while they can. Other units here are also looking like they could go any moment now, but I mean, they've probably all definitely got their money's worth out of them. Almost certainly. They probably killed hundreds of orcs and orcs, these dwarves. It's just one fight too many. And again, though, like I said, the Dwarves, I don't know why they didn't just evac. And I don't know why Evil didn't just attack. They didn't need to come and attack the Dwarves. They could have had some, like, delaying forces here. Like the pikes. But they really did not need to attack. Anyway, I'm going to make a quick cut. Because there's a little bit of time now before any more attacks will be happening, I guess. Because these guys are all going to have to run forward. I don't know what the Dwarven crossbow is going to do. Maybe hide. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a moment after the cut. Here we go! Isengard has attacked. We finally have the final assault here. They took a little bit of time. They just kind of muscled their troops together. And Isengard, and I guess a little bit of Mordor. They still have those trolls to play with. Yeah, I'm going to assault with the Ironguards here. The silver chevron. Two Mordors have a chevron now as well. And they got to try and break through this line. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It looks like a flanking force to be prepared here. I don't know. The flank is really viable right now. Looks like they're very much being blocked by the Dwarves, but there you go. It's going to be tried at least. Gimli's also in the back lines. He's trying to support. Trolls still going in, battering their way through. Here we go. Here goes the flank. Yeah, it's not worked at all. Not worked at all. Isengard has just had his knack of just trying to pull through units. All game. All game. Gotta learn you can't do that. Otherwise, why bother playing a siege? He's going to pull through someone's defenses. Anyway, they get routed very quickly. Well done, Gimli. Now Gimli... Oh, actually, Black Riders have dismounted. Gimli could just kill the general for Mordor right now. The Trolls would probably rout. That would be GG, I think. Pulled out of combat though is Gimli, and they were kind of slaughtered. They killed another Black Rider. They're not easy to kill. I think Shock Punch is not a bad way to counter these guys. Trolls are dropping though. One's already gone. Now down to 4 out of 8. Look at that though. They just like knock a hole in the line. There's actually not a hole there. Now he's getting filled. But imagine if like, I don't know. I guess if Total War was more just like smart, it was smarter, just like pathfinding kind of work. You can knock a hole like that the trolls would make, and then like orcs just rush through it. 'Cause that's what would happen in reality. You'd have a solid formation like that. The trolls are literally there just to make holes in the formation. I mean, kill stuff as well, but mainly just cause chaos and break up lines. And then let the orcs get in there and just get in amongst like the men and elves and dwarves. And they'll do the rest of the work. But another one has dropped since we started talking about that. But yeah, I don't think that it could ever happen in Dawnless Days. It would be so cool to see. Like there's a troll, because to make trolls even more important, and I guess you're going to be like, oh, there's a troll coming forward, because it's like just one troll. And it's like, who cares? Nah, he's going to knock a hole and then he's going to open up your defenses. Two of them left. They're tired. They've got a lot of chevrons. I don't know if they start with these chevrons. They might have. They've also killed a lot. Oh, here comes a sneaky maneuver. Yeah. So Erebor kept those crossbows in the back. I didn't really mention. They're now going for a rear charge. And there you go. Enemy general dead. I think that's Isengard's is gone. I think. Yeah, well, Isengard's White and Stormer generals have died. Erebor crossbows going in. And this should master out now probably all of the Uruk-hai infantry still in here, which will leave just the trolls. Gimli goes in from the other side. Look at the numbers, 240 against 116. It is so close. Super, super close. I mean, they're now going to butch these last ones, but good is going to just about overcome evil, but at a great price. My gosh. Yeah, Black Rider's still going. 2 out of 9. Haven't got that. Got the general there. I don't know who that Black Rider would be. I guess it would be the Witch King. It's the 9. There you go. The Trolls are out as well. 2 of them left. And then the Black Riders 1 out of 9. They are just going to run away. And that is it. What's the final tally? 234 kills. 234 remaining for the Dwarves. And then that is going to be the battle. And like I said, I think the big mistake was sort of just not attacking the Dwarves. Instead of just not rushing the point. They should have just gone for the point after breaking through Dale, should Isengard. Left Mordor just to kind of, maybe a few of their resources to sort of deal with the Dwarves, at least hold them in place, and then just gone for the point. Just don't let the Tomb Wardens and the Iron Guard get set up, because that in the end was kind of their doom. They didn't have enough to break through. But yeah, this was sent in by Blue Rock, who was playing as Dale, so thank you very much, man, for sending this one in. Really close siege. What a great start for 0.9. But yeah, 208 kills with his Revining Regents here. His swords, 334 kills, 269. Violent Guards, 345, 305. Spears, 192. Late Time Guards, 174 kills. 186 kills with the archers. So yeah, really good kills for him. Chandalf as well, playing as the Dwarves. I imagine he's got some big kills here. I'll hold my breath, take a deep breath, and get ready to reel some of these off. 256 kills with Gimli and Healthy. 506 kills with the Mantra Claimers. 358 kills with the Barrack Guard. Veterans getting 320 kills. Axes, 694 kills. 414. 397 kills. Spears getting 499. 85 kills. Iron Guards 218. The Halberds 866 kills. 2 Mordens 299. Crossbows 353 kills. Insane. And we have Banani Apina playing as Mordor with his spam build. Nothing really getting huge kills in the infantry department, sadly. 1775, the best there. Summons the Eye getting 193 kills. Trolls getting 253 kills. 129, and the Archers getting 144. Then we have Yoka playing as Isengard, 202 kills with his swords up there, 249 kills. Half Orc Axes getting 115, 140. Berserkers 176 kills. Pikes 151. And then the Archers, yeah, not doing much in the way of kills. Even the Grenadiers only getting 24 kills. It's kind of sad to see. But there you go, guys. That is today's Dawnless Days siege battle. If you did enjoy, want to see more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and I'll see you folks in the next one. Bye for now.